It's pretty funny looking back on these old videotapes from the turn of the century. As the time passes, the seasons change, and so do the people I love. This was an innocent time filled with wonder and excitement. Welcome to my video, and today we are looking far back into the distant past. Times are weird now, so it feels good to take some time out to look back on events gone. Let's begin.
A sunny day, melting away.
In the middle of a cold January, the day of my sister's birthday had come. To a village hall, my whole family gathers. A noisy celebration with hyperactive children. But my memory today is hazy. I don't remember this. But I see my relatives as their past selves, forever trapped at 24 frames per second. My granddad on my mother's side is 86 now. He was a young lad at the end of World War II, and now he watches football while living a calm life. In my grandparents' era, parties involved fighting with sticks. Back in my day, it was the Cokey. What a classic. My grandparents didn't even have Pez dispensers. Can you believe that? That's my aunt. Recently she bought a field with some alpacas. Totally not midlife crisis related. That whole side of my family is kind of weird. My cousins are pretty much attached to my auntie. Meanwhile, my sister lives on the other side of England and I live on the other side of the world. So we ended up pretty far from our mother. It's not what we intended at all. That special kid over there is me. As a kid, I would have said I was quiet, well-behaved, but not smart. I was probably mute at the time because I didn't say my first word until I was 6. As a child, birthdays were incredible. The waiting would last months, but the reward would be memorable. Sometimes it was Maltesers. Other times it was Carol Vorderman's Sudoku. The only thing I wait for nowadays is a day off work. And that's kind of depressing. I didn't know my sister's friends, but out of the 3 I do know, one had leukemia, one's brother died, and one I chased around the house with a toy bat. And I won't say whom is which. You can't look at the child and predict the events that will shape their lives, and the adults they will become. Kids are all innocent, and that's why they are great to play the Cokey with. You can't play the Cokey with a group of therapy people, it's just not that fun. The guy with the suspicious mustache is my father. Now my father lives with a horrible woman in Orpington. As much as I respect my father, I'll always be depressed about his new family. And that's why footage like this is tinged with sadness. It shows my family when they were together. The years may pass, but the past will never repeat, and thus I bittersweetly look back on times out of grasp. These are my grandparents on my father's side. They both passed a few years back. Even back then, I knew that things could change over time. Whoever is there today may be gone tomorrow, and the comforting safety I felt would one day eventually be taken away. That was the scariest thought to child me. It was the thought that kept me awake at night. My mother is looking very 90s. Back then, me and my sister were the sole focus of my mother. I've disappeared for so long that I fear one day she will move on and forget me, but she doesn't. She thinks about me every day, and that's why I love her. Your mother may be pretty cool, but she's not as great as my mom. Well, that's the Cokey. Now I'm going to find a corner to curl up in. Have a great week. If you want to see the next video, click on that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.